So working with basking sharks is, I think, first of all, a really big privilege. Just the sheer size and gracefulness and stillness really takes your breath away. One of the trickiest things about working on basking sharks is that we can't fish for them like we would with other species of shark. So we only have a very small window of opportunity to actually get up close and personal with them to study them. Because we can't fish for them, we can't control them or bring them alongside the boat. I had to design a completely new way to get a temperature logger into a free-swimming basking shark. So I did that with collaborators from the Isle of Man, so Banks Basking Shark Watch. We designed this setup here. So we first of all got to get the temperature probe into a free-swimming basking shark, and then we've got to get it back out again hours later when the shark is long gone from us. And then about 12 hours later, this link here dissolves, which allows the buoyancy of this red thing here to pull the whole thing out of the shark. And then this also will have a satellite tag and a radio tag in here, which allows us to come and find the whole thing hours later. Basking sharks have always been described as being cold-blooded or ectothermic in the literature. But they have behaviours which gave us clues to think that they might not be full ectotherms. And from our dissections and our biologging, we found that they are actually more like regionally endothermic sharks than we ever thought before. To now find out kind of this world first from basking sharks in Irish waters, which will hopefully go towards improving their conservation, felt like even more of a special moment.
Traditionally, we have this really good assumption about the kind of species that have regional endothermy. They're the famous species like white sharks, mako sharks. We know, or we associate them with being really fast swimming, predatory athletes that jump out of the water chasing seals. And then we have the basking shark, which is not that. This species has a totally different ecology, and the way that they feed is so different to this other group of animals that we associate as being regional endotherms. So basking sharks, prior to this work that we were doing, we really would have assumed, or a lot of us would have assumed, that because they are reasonably slow-moving, graceful animals that feed on very small plankton, almost like grazers really, we assume that they'd have the physiology that matches that behaviour. And what we've found is that they don't. They have a physiology and anatomy that really is more similar to these top-level apex predators. So it's an interesting example, I think, of a disconnection between what we think the animal should do based on its physiology and what it does do.